Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world of professional wrestling. The review of the Revolution is televised here with the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast, episode number 86. Thank you for joining myself, Ballbro. I am with my friends Lucy, Andy, Wrestling Mark.
Whoa. I'm not Andy. I'm Baron Corbin.
Oh, no. I am Baron Corbin.
No, I'm Baron Corbin, and so is my wife. The real Baron Corbin was inside us all along.
That's what that feeling was all the time. I knew
Douglas
it was
Baron Corbin.
A little twinge. That was you ready to start Corbining everywhere.
Oh, man.
Baron Corbin wasn't on Revolution, but it was a fantastic show, even if Bryan Alvarez thinks it didn't have enough fucking recaps and...
Well, look, I haven't really paid much attention. What's he banging on about?
We'll get to that, like, because it ties in with the main event at the end. So
I like Alvarez normally, but yeah, he's in one today.
He's got a great voice, hasn't he? He's got a great voice, but fuck me, he talks
great
some
voice.
shit.
But I don't know. It's like the lights are on, but nobody's home up here lately for the guy.
He comes across like a man who's burnt out with wrestling to me whenever I hear him these days. Which, fair enough. He's been done it for years. Not against him.
We've all been there,
yeah.
But anyway,
I feel it. I understand.
All right, guys. So
yeah, you gonna jump right into it to the Revolution review?
Yeah, go for
child
it.
abuse on the pre-show, just what I like to see.
Yeah, let's go do a quick run through the pre-show right now. So for the TBS title, we had Lena Cross versus Willow Nightingale, and I think about this match went about I think as planned as it was going to be. Which set up for the tag team match later on. Knew Willow would come away with this victory right here. Backslide victory, I think, which is a good call. You protect Lena. It was kind of a flukish win. And then, Megan Bayne immediately coming out afterwards. They both beat down Willow. They hurt her. I think she wound up working the shoulder, the right arm, I think, later on in the night. So it was sometimes the simplest booking ways are the best ones to go. And let's be honest, when the first time we saw Lena Cross and Megan Bayne on our TVs, like I think we all knew, like, yeah, those are, we need to fast track the belts on them as soon as possible. But at the same time, though, I do feel like a little bit like, sorry for like Penelope Ford, because like we all knew, I think they would have been the inaugural tag champs, her and Megan, but it's just unfortunate timing. But got to move on. And Lena, perfect. I mean, like I said, her and Megan.
She was impressive. She was good. This was a good match. It's a really good match for pre-show standards. Like she for her height, her size, she's really good.
Freebird rules.
She's
really
and
Penelope's back.
Yeah, Freebird rules. When Penelope's back, just do that, and then Megan Bayne can go after the TBS, she can and build Willow back up then, because I think most people feel like Willow. It's about time for Willow to go after the world title, isn't it?
I wanted Megan Bayne, but then now they've got the tag titles. Do we really want another double champion? Because I don't see Bayne, and I mean, I know you said about the Freebird rule, but I think it's just, I don't know. I think just keeping all the titles, 2/3 of the women's titles in that little 3-person faction is quite a lot now. So I was thinking earlier, looking elsewhere, who can actually take the title off of Willow instead of Megan, because you kind of want them to go on this like realistically, we know what's going to happen. They'll hold it to all and probably lose them then. So you kind of think they're going to go on this destructive run as tag champs between now and then. So I was thinking, I don't know who. I was going through the roster. I'm not sure who seems to fit the bill, but I think someone else should be going and taking the title off of Willow soon though.
That's the problem, isn't it? There's not really been enough build for anything. I mean, like you think about this destructive tag run. What tag teams is there they can go through? There isn't many. You've had Ty Valkyrie and Deonna saying that they, look, tag us in, we're ready, we're a team. Put us on TV.
Let's have a best of 7 series against the Inspiration.
Oh, fuck that, no, please. Don't fucking eat me own shit.
You've got Jamie Hayter. Wow. You've got Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. Yeah. You could hot potato the tag if they won't do Freebird, just hot potato the tags off them onto say Hayter and Windsor, then win them back onto Ford and Cross.
I'd do that. Yeah, I think that would work as well. I get you don't want a double champ. I don't want a double champ. It's been messy as fuck at the moment as it is, and it makes.
They've been trying to get the title off Willow, the tag titles off Willow for a while now, and then Penelope. I'm convinced they were meant to be losing it in the last match with Penelope Ford, and then bloody hell again.
it's just been bad backup plans, hasn't it? Because like I don't think Willow was meant to win the tags either. I think we all think it was supposed to be Bane and Ford, and then like trying to get them off her it's been just a fucking nightmare. But they're off her now, so see what they do with Willow going forward. Someone has to take the TBS off because we've got enough time for a good long build now to all in. Depending on what happens. I mean, obviously, maybe she's not going to be involved, and maybe the plan is a face Mercedes, but. I'm not.
Oh, it's got to be. She's dropping all those titles.
Yeah, I just don't think a face Mercedes works. She's a natural heel. She's one of the few that doesn't work as a face at all for me.
Then what has she been doing with the whole sort of downfall thing?
It's probably just I don't know, a rebuild or something. Come back with a slightly different act, but like she doesn't have any face energy at all. Like it's she doesn't.
It'll be flat reactions to her because people want to boo her because she has that about her. And I remember when she fought Britt Baker at Wembley, she was technically the face in that match, was she?
No,
she not by then. No, she was healed already by then. But
yes,
when she came in, she was a face, and she wasn't really getting good reactions.
Yeah.
And when they made it very abundantly obvious she's a heel, she started getting really good heel heat.
Yeah, I just don't think she's got it for. Maybe she could make it work, but she's so good as a heel. There's no point. I just don't see why
I'll take your word for it because I didn't really watch her as Sasha Banks, so I've only seen what I've seen really in AEW. I'll take your word for it. I do think it could have gone longer with that match, though. I could have used another few minutes of that and maybe taken it off the big boom match.
Oh no!
I wouldn't go that far.
But like what we got out of no.
It's Willow.
What we got. Look, I understand it's Willow, but what we got out of the Big Boom versus Infantry match was fucking brilliant.
Child abuse.
Yes, listen, that ain't no damn child. You are down. You're there ringside. It is open season. I don't care if it's Big AJ or Rizzler, but I think I tweeted about this or did a video about this. Like when we get the face off between Shane Taylor and the Rizzler, like the crowd's gonna be on the face. They reacted. They popped as soon as they got facing each other. But I did not think Shane Taylor was just gonna
It was fucking great.
Fuck out of here. He yeeted his little ass out of the way, and I'm like, fucking great. And then Big Justice coming around the area. And then bam, full speed spear onto Shane Taylor. I'm like, you can say what you want about the Costco boys, but they always get a loud reaction during pre-show. Yeah. They always get good
I don't get
crowd reactions, and it's always on the fucking pre-show. Like, I mean, so I feel like it's never out of place. They're never how do you say, like, out of place or taking up from someone who could use that valuable time. Like, no, it's like if you go to the gym, like you warm up before your actual workout. You take a pre-workout, you do, some stretching whenever you get the blood flowing. That's what the Costco guys do. Like, they get the crowd warmed up for the main show. That's their part. They do their job, and then we move on. It's harmless fun, in my opinion, and I think it's fine for what it is.
I just don't get them. However, I will watch QT and do pretty much anything. So I'm always happy to see him.
He's so good. Yeah. Like
he's in amazing shape as well. That
he is, isn't he?
He's not an ounce of fat on him now. Like he has been on some
fucking great
strict diet there. Jesus, it can't be a lot of fun, but fair dues to him.
And you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'll say this. I'll say this right there. Like, they've had a couple tag team wins now. Just as a one-off match on a Collision. Doom tag team title match against FTR. I would love it. No, I think it'd be great.
I'd do it, but I would have it be literally a 2-minute squash, and FTR just destroy the fuck out of him. Just for the heel heat, FTR would get, to be honest. I'd do that. I wouldn't give them more than 2 minutes.
Do you think Cash cracks like Big Justice or Rizzler on the outside?
Yeah, why not? With a fucking a chicken bake with razor blades in it.
Chicken bake. See, I don't know. Is that a thing of who these guys are? Because I have not watched.
It's a Costco culinary.
It's a Costco food item. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's.
Sorry, I just can't get that image out of my head. You just say, "Get the fuck out of here."
They just got famous from walking around Costco, didn't they? Looking at things, going, "Oh, this is cool." Hey, I'm a Costco guy.
So they don't work there.
Stick a cookie in your gob. Yeah, well, that's what it was. Yeah.
All right.
Love it.
Look, they're harmless. Like it's not like it's not like forcing fucking, a big fucking boom. What's his name? Big Boom AJ. Yeah, it's not like forcing Big Boom AJ into a fucking trios match. Work with Kevin Knight and fucking Speedball against whoever.
Who a Mystico.
You know what I mean? On the main fucking card. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not like replacing Mystico with him. No, but that's what the fucking other cunts are doing with Jelly Roll, aren't they? Sticking this fucking cunt in
Taking
an
him out and putting him
actual
in.
tag match on the fucking main card. Like, fuck off. Fucking
And
jelly
the way,
roll,
and
man.
their gimmick is, oh, they've both come from hardship. I mean, no, Hobbs came from hardship.
I've seen
Jelly
that.
Roll sold ecstasy pills to kids in school and then got in trouble for it. A bit of a difference there, isn't it?
Someone fucking someone wrote that, didn't they? Like Hobbs's brother died in his arms. Jelly Roll was fucking selling pills to kids. Bit of a fucking difference in the you know what you define as hardship, really. To be honest,
I'm going to Google who Jelly Roll is. I'll be back in a minute.
Someone you're not missing out on anything on.
I'd never heard of him until they started using him. I was like, what the fuck? And to go,
I know the name, but he's not for me. He's
Nice.
he's shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's shit,
beat
but
around
the
the bush. He is
the
rubbish.
product he's on is shit. So it's a good working relationship. So
But yeah, it was a good. The Costco guys was good. They did a job. Good match. You know, for what it was. Like, it wasn't a fucking 5-star match. Probably
Exactly.
a 2-star match.
It's
at
not.
best,
It's not
but,
an act that's
you know.
meant to be taken too seriously. So
No, you just have a
it is what
little
it is.
little kid walking around doing that shit with his fucking chin or whatever he does. Like, I don't fucking get it. But like, whatever it works, everyone gets excited. I just sit there puzzled, but like smiling at it, and then you know we move on to the next match, which was the Rumble next. The Battle
Blackjack
Royale, sorry.
21 Battle Royal.
Thankfully,
I
like
mean,
it started off great because there was no hook after it being reported he was in it. That was fucking brilliant. So this is 5 stars for me.
As soon as I saw, oh god, as soon as I saw like Hook wasn't there, I'm like, oh, like I could feel like the positive ray of energy coming from across the pond. Over here.
I was
That's coming from
waiting
Andy.
halfway through. I was like, what if the lights go out? The
Yeah.
send Hook signal comes and he makes a surprise entrance.
Oh
and
my
wins
doesn't
it,
God,
but-
wouldn't put it past Tony, to be honest.
Because
Actually,
I asked you, Lucy, in our chat. I was like, isn't Hook supposed to be in here? Like, where?
Yeah.
But that's when I looked online. Like, they said he's not cleared for whatever reason. But
Can I say?
Andy.
Can I jump in here with one moan about this? Like, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought a lot of people got a nice little spotlight. I thought it was quite a well done battle royal. I thought it was good energy the whole way through. It wasn't just your basic run of the mill kind of battle royal. I was not happy that Shibata got the jobber entrance and Scorpio Sky, granted hometown, blah blah blah, don't care.
Still.
Scorpio Sky getting the entrance and Shibata being stood there didn't sit right with me. He deserves better than that.
I agree with 100%, but with Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle got a fucking jobber entrance. The man with the best
didn't
entrance in the game got a fucking jobber entrance, and we had to watch Scorpio Sky. Who, look, I'm sure he's a nice guy. No one gives a fuck. Come out to whatever else they gave him. Like they did. Look,
It
it's a
was the
fact, isn't it? No
SCU
one
thing,
cares.
wasn't it?
No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And what's like Leo Rush? What's with Leo Rush's new gimmick that
I-
nobody
what
knows?
the
Like,
I know this. I have seen this gimmick in person. It's not the gimmick he's doing. It's a hint of it. It's called the Black Heart. He's been doing it on the Indies, and normally he's got yellow contacts in. I don't know if he's actually doing it, but it's like a sort of creepy supernatural-y guy.
but like, so a crew dead. Then I'm guessing, like, as someone took fucking
no idea.
Andretti
Unless
round the
he's-
back and shot him.
I mean, might be kind.
and then you had
They're
the
not gonna
fact that
put
he's
him on the
bald, and
telly.
it just like amplifies it times 10. I'm like,
No.
holy shit.
Yeah. He's done it on the Indies. I have seen it. It's one he's used before, but I don't know how well it'll go over in AEW.
Yeah, it was
Depends how spooky he gets.
It's weird as fuck, to be honest. But like, Leo Rush had a great couple of spots in there as well. He's so
Oh,
fucking
I
good.
Yeah,
love
he did.
Leo Rush.
Yeah.
I think he's amazing.
He's great.
Like, I think, like you say, everyone had the moments in it. I was convinced Ricochet was still winning. There was a lot of Ricochet, as in previous casinos where Ricochet just get everyone's going after Ricochet. There's a lot of that. It was great, and it was a fantastic finish as well, wasn't it? It was really well done.
But he didn't win. He didn't win, did he? Because my boy, my beloved scapegoat, Jungle Babe Jack Perry, is finally the national champ. He can go and make that belt as beautiful as his hair now. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And then at the end on the bus with his little dinosaur driving it, they've turned it into the Jurassic Express. Have you seen what they've done to the scapegoat bus? My one wish for Christmas, turn the scapegoat bus into the Jurassic Express. They've done it and they're going on a national tour.
I would have made a better wish than that if I had one, but like, fair enough, I guess.
You wished for
You
whatever
didn't get your wish with
you don't
you didn't get
any
your
more
wish with Hook
wishes.
not being there.
I just think that, look, if Jack Perry's winning, Jack Perry's winning, it's in, where is it? It's in LA, obviously. Sorry, it's late. And I just think you missed the boat by not having the former WCW champion involved in the Battle Royale, David Arquette, because he's in great shape. He's still wrestling. I just think it would have been a nice touch for Jack Perry, with the relationship between the guys and that, or whatever, Like Joey,
I want to touch on that very quickly. David Arquette, before we went recording, we were talking about bad actors, and I've watched a few of the Screams lately because me and my wife were going to go and watch Scream 7, so we went through the others. Fucking hell, he was such a bad actor.
Oh, I love David Arquette.
Scream.
God, he's supposed to be in Scream, though.
So bad.
His character in Scream's supposed to be shit, though, isn't it? It's.
But he can't. He genuinely can't act. Though.
No, I'm not having that.
He's impressively bad.
I've seen him in other stuff where he's actually really good. The Scream stuff was just his fucking. That was just his.
Was it
heyday,
in Eight-Legged Freaks?
Eight-Legged Freaks. I've seen him in that, and he was equally
I'll give you
that.
I'll give you that shit as well. I can't think off the top of my head, but there is some films
Ready
he's
to
really
Rumble.
good in. Yeah, Ready to Rumble's great.
We're now
man,
a film review channel, guys.
But Ready to Rumble's
David
just fucking. Ready to Rumble's just pure cheese, and it's got DDP in it. You will never fucking tell me that's a bad movie. It is but it's not really.
People watching now, this is nothing. We had 20 minutes of them shouting about Rocky, and what was it, Cliffhanger, and
great movie.
Various other Sylvester Stallone films that
Demolition
before we
Man.
could even start recording. We had to sit through this.
It's all about the Outrunners.
Exactly.
All right.
But
So
I will say before we
Perry.
Jack Perry won. Sorry, Brett, go on.
No, I was gonna say before we move on to the main card, I just want to know if you guys saw Ricochet cut a promo in the back, very pissed off and all that, but also on Twitter, Samantha was very pissed off. She was very irate. I just wonder, it's just the timing. I wonder if I just would hope if he does get a championship rematch, if it's at a pay per view or another big stage, I want whoever he's facing to come out first and then followed by Ricochet. He doesn't come out oh no, they got a word. He has a special announcer gonna announce it to the ring, and out comes Samantha Irvin. That would be fucking just dope. I think that'd be a cool spot. I mean, wink, wink, Double or Nothing, New York City. That'd be dope. But we'll see. But right onto the main card, Revolution, and goddamn, they were not. Tony was not wasting any time. Tag team championships on the line. FTR, Young Bucks. To think people on our fucking timelines were complaining, bitching, and moaning about, another FTR Young Bucks match. Get fucking checked by your local doctor or physician. This match was exactly, I think, what it was supposed to be. It was a fucking instant classic. It was their best match in their entire series of matches, in my opinion. I mean, it was perfect. I love the kids coming out with the Young Bucks. I thought that was a great touch right there. You had the family sitting on the side, and then I love Nick Jackson hitting the tope over the rope into Stokely, into the wheelchair. And the match was great from start to finish. Nick Jackson running the blade first match, he's a fucking trooper. He does it for the love of the game. I'm trying to think, I don't know if he's ever ran the blade before. It might have been a first. I might be wrong, but like I said, it was great stuff. I mean, he kicked out at one of the shatter machines. The crowd got on their feet, and FTR winning, I think, considering what followed, I think was the right choice. It was correct.
I think so.
And in my opinion, because right afterwards we get the returns of Cope and Cage, and they're out for revenge. And just a couple quick notes, Copeland growing his hair back, considering I think.
Do you know what? That makes a difference. I know it sounds so fucking stupid, but
I know what you mean. I agree. I thought that's what yesterday.
No, he come out with the long hair, and I'm with the longer hair, and I was like, I'm so excited for this, and I didn't think I would be. But I don't know, he looks like he used to. He looks like Edge. Not fucking old man Cope anymore. He looks like fucking Edge again, and you're like, yes! I'm excited.
That fucking t-shirt.
I am.
That Christian Cage has made them cross out.
I like that. That's cool.
Cope and Cage, and it's now Cage and Cope. Because he's still a twat. He's still an absolute bastard.
As
Cope
he should be.
is a good boy. Christian Cage is a dickhead. Are we actually doing rated assholes while Christian Cage is still an absolute cunt?
And honestly, the match was
language, Lucy.
The match was incredible. It was fucking brilliant, and the setup at the end with the two of them standing in between the Bucks and FTR, it just a sign of what's to come. I think that's just going to be the tag division for the next 6 months, a mixture of those. And you know what? I like that. And this is going to sound absurd to most people who probably haven't watched as much of the Bucks as we have, but considering the list of incredible matches Edge and Christian have had throughout their careers, it's not outside the realms of possibility that the Bucks could give them the best match they've ever had. Like it genuinely isn't, even at the age of 50, because the Bucks seem to just give everybody the best match they've ever had.
They did it with how old was Sting at the last Revolution?
It's
like mid-60s.
They gave him the best. Yeah.
It's like I do. I think they could it's a tough call because they've had some great matches, but I feel like they could. They could do.
Absolutely.
And like it's exciting stuff. And like I see a lot of people whinging about Cope, and like I still maintain that when Cope was doing his mid-card stuff, it was good. It was good. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. It was solid. It was good, and he was benefiting the rest of the card and the rest of the guys, giving him a bit of a boost. Like, and I feel like that the only time everyone really jumped on he's just an old guy, he's boring, was when he just returned straight into the main event scene that nobody wanted. If he'd come back straight into the mid-card scene again, I think people would have been a lot more receptive to it. So I don't mind Cope being around for longer than the rumoured 6 months that people have been throwing around today, as long as he knows that, like, and he's happy with that place in the mid-card, elevating talent rather than, being in a fucking boring ass world title match that he shouldn't be anywhere near.
I think now he wants to just knock about with Christian. That's the reason that he's here. We now get a few months of them feuding with heel FTR, who are one of the very, very, very few teams or people that I will confess are better as heels. And
there's so much fucking better as heels.
Yeah, they're going to absolutely rise to the challenge. FTR are going to become even more obnoxious than ever with this. I mean, Christian Cage facing off against Dax while Dax talks about how much he loves his daughter.
I think what's actually funny is you've got the Bucks who are like, uber fucking faces. Now that they're back in the elite. You've got FTR who are absolute scumbags, and you've got Cope and Christian who are slap bang in the middle, one of each, yeah. So it's
the perfect mixture of like.
It is.
Christian keeps trying to follow FTR home.
It's the perfect like three-way tag. It's there's so much they could do with this. Whether they want to do ladder matches, fucking anything. It's great. And obviously we've still got in between all this. You've still got to tidy up the Nick Wayne stuff with Christian. I hope they revisit that and go back to it, and just
because Nick Wayne's back now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's back. And they go back and finish that, and you can tie up those stories. I can't remember if Cope had any other fucking issues going on, but whatever. Tie all them up. I wouldn't rush to the tag to the Bucks FTR match. Give them a bit of an FTR feud, lead into the Bucks, and obviously it's Wembley's got to be the fucking choice, hasn't it?
Yeah. You mentioned Wembley. I think that's the only choice for them to do that three-way tag. Of course, I don't think they could call it a TLC match, but you have to do that stipulation. And of course, like for all of us, remember WrestleMania 17, that scene where Jeff Hardy's hanging from the tag belt, and he had Edge climbing up the ladder and speared him in midair. You could do the
same. He will die if
he
does that now. We don't want to see him do that again.
Hold on. You could do the same exact spot. This just straight up Nick Jackson holding onto the belt. And like I said, Edge, for the love of the game, it will be the last time he ever does in his career. Cope one more time off the ladder through Nick.
He nearly died jumping off the cage. No,
but that's the thing though. He gets carried away, so he probably would do that.
Well, that's a safer spot than him jumping. Than when he tried to do that elbow drop on Malachi Black that one time. So
yeah,
you're working with the Bucks. And like, listen, the Bucks, they don't get enough credit for this. They're the safest team to work with as well. Not only do they make everyone good, but they're also the safest one too. So I'm sure like they're gonna put Cope and Cage like.
If he yeets himself off a ladder. They can't run down and catch him.
He just gets carried away, don't he? He gets out. Like, I mean, he said that himself. That
he got
Sting. He said he got up and
Bryan Danielson is the other.
He said it wasn't planned. He just got on that fucking cage and he was like, fuck it, whatever. I might be fucking pushing 60. I don't think he is. Is he 50? Whatever. I might be fucking old, but I'm gonna fucking do this anyway. Let's go.
Well, we got a long ways to go. And like you said, I like the fact that he's not in the main event scene. He's in the tag scenes now. So like I said, you have those three teams mixed in with a whole bunch of other teams. Like throw a couple one-off matches on Collision where like get him against the Swerve, get him against the freaking Oliver and Price as well. Like Braden Buster. That'll be a fun match. Like this, I like the fact with Cope and Cage come back. If there's gonna be a focus the next 4 to 5 months on the tag team division, along with the Bucks and FTR Plus with a little side quest here and there with Nick Wayne and other tag teams in all the divisions on ROH and AEW, I think that'll be good television right there going forward.
Yeah, definitely. If they're in the tag division and when they do the odd singles thing, if it's kind of mid-card level, that's absolutely fine. There's no problem with that. They're not going to be knocking out fucking hour-long matches, so who gives a fuck?
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. That was
So,
excellent. Bloody good
It was very
match.
good.
I think it's the highest rated on Cage match of the night. Currently.
It's the best non-stip tag match I've seen in AEW. It has a cage match rating at time of speaking. It has 9.23, which will be the highest. Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best for me.
I'm glad
I
you
think
said non-stip, but no, I was going to say Swerve and Ospreay, but that had a stipulation, didn't it?
I
Against
still
the
think
It had a stipulation.
I still think the Hangman Omega against the Bucks that didn't have a stip.
Yeah, there was no stipulation in that one.
No,
there was a
that's still the best
title
for
up
me.
for grabs, but there
Yeah.
wasn't a stipulation.
Was it?
No
there wasn't a
stipulation for that.
stipulation, you're right.
Straight
No,
to
there
Whatever. We'll talk loads about stipulations anyway. Anyway, the next match.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Next, we got Toni Storm and Marina Shafir, and which I thought was a very good showing.
This is controversial.
It's controversial,
Can I say
like for the
Marina was
afterwards.
better.
For the afterwards,
Marina was better than anyone expected her to be.
I
in
think
this
Marina.
match. Come on.
I think I think
was
this is
really
her best 1v1 in ring performance of her short career so far. I mean,
By
obviously,
distance.
it
By
is.
some
Yeah,
distance.
by distance. I think what they asked her to do, she looked very good in and very comfortable in, and I think that's what's going to lead to success for her going in the future. And I'll be honest, I kind of wanted Marina to pick up the victory right here, but I could see why Toni did win the match because of what happened with the women's title match going further later in the night. So I could understand why Toni wins there, where it's going in the future. But now let's just cut right to the end of it.
Can I have a minute to be fucking outraged at Toni
yes.
Storm's behaviour? After what she did to Mercedes, I thought we were past this. And then again, she took a fucking chomp out of Marina Shafir's titties. This is not okay, Toni. Can they start feeding these wrestlers? There was a lot of biting went on in this pay-per-view, and a lot of
There
it
was a lot of biting.
disappointingly
Feet,
from Toni Storm.
tits.
I've heard Luis Suarez is all elite, but
Ace Steel
Lots of biting
snuck
and lots of
back
kicking
in.
out at one.
Yeah, well, biting is fine when you're doing it to the men, but Toni, come on now.
it
Hell.
was a decent match. Like it wasn't like maybe it was Marina's best, but it was nowhere near any of Toni's better stuff.
No,
of course
not.
She basically
I was worried this could be a bit of a disaster, and it wasn't that. It was a dynamite match. But again, I'm happy that I'm happy that we're getting another women's match on the card. Again, he just wants to keep Toni on the cards, doesn't he? Because he doesn't want to pay per view to go by without Toni being on there, which is fair enough. I understand the logic behind that. I genuinely thought, I've quite enjoyed this match. I think it probably could have benefited from being a bit later on to break things up, maybe in the show than coming off of that. I don't know. I thought this could have been like the light relief later on.
I agree. I would have changed the order myself.
First three matches, we had returns and debuts in every single one. And obviously, post-match here, we got the most unwelcome debut in AEW history, would we say?
Second after Flair.
Second after Flair, that's
For
fair.
me.
Yeah.
Let's be fair to Flair. That
Hey.
his is the most, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even know where he
seasons.
was, to be honest. Though at least you know,
No. He maybe wasn't even meant to be there.
All he was asked that
he
was
got on the
selling-
wrong bus.
he was just
Yeah.
asked about selling that fake fucking drink, wasn't he?
His mushroom juice stuff, yeah.
Wings! Fucking hell.
Well, what isn't she? She's not signed though, is she? Apparently,
She's not
She's
signed.
not.
Everyone's
She's
doing
not
this shit over
signed.
nothing. She's not signed at all.
She will
Well,
not
didn't
be
he say-
signed. She will not be
She's-
signed. And here's how I'm reading into this. In 2 months from now, she has a fight with Gina Carano for on Netflix in their MMA promotion, I guess, that they're working on right now. The day before I heard she did promotion in LA for a set fight and set event. This, in my opinion, is nothing more than promotion for her fight in 2 months from now. And the fact that her match is 2 months from now, Netflix will, I'm pretty sure, is not going to let her wrestle a match and risk any injury whatsoever to ruin the millions of dollars that they could be earning in potential.
she could maybe do a squash or something.
I don't think. I think she'll do a fucking thing. No chance.
Trust me.
No.
And you know what's fun? Nobody has touched on this with her appearing on an AEW pay-per-view. That in a way, it's kind of also almost a fuck you to WWE in the sense that, think about it. Her fight is on Netflix. So why would she not go on Monday Night Raw tonight to promote her fight on Netflix? They're on the same fucking network.
I don't even think it's that deep. I think it's literally just a case of she's best mates with Marina Shafir.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I'm around, John, and they've probably gone, yeah, go on, we'll do a little angle. That's it. I don't think there's any plans to use her at all.
No.
She did wrestle in Ring of Honor, I think. Though.
She did, and it was actually a good match as well, to be honest. It was one of the better ones I've seen of it, but I'd like
it was the same circumstances.
She might.
It was the same circumstances. Like, so
she
I
might
think
do
it
one
was in
afterwards.
California. It was in California a couple years ago, and she happened to be around. There was a tag match, I think, against Athena and Billy Starks. I think Marina asked Ronda, "Hey, you want to do this match on Ring of Honor?" And she did it, and that was it. It was a one-off. We never heard from her again. Like I said, I think it's just the timing, circumstances, promoting the fight, nothing more. It's in the same town, and the fight is in LA, also in the Intuit Dome, like literally like on the other side of town. I think it's all just promotion. Like, listen, and me saying this, I'm not excusing what Ronda has done in the past. Like,
still don't fucking wanna.
Yes, she has said shitty things about. She denied Sandy Hook for almost a decade, and an apology, non-apology. So I understand when people are upset in regards to that. But guess what? At the end of the day, Tony Khan is a wrestling booker and promoter. At the end of the day, his job is not just to put on great matches for the sickos; it is to get people talking about your product.
But if she can be on, why couldn't? If she can be on, she's given an apology. Great, I haven't heard it, but if she has, fine. But then why couldn't? And why couldn't the Briscoes be on as a tag team?
The Briscoes one of the biggest
fucking. If people deserve a second chance, that should apply to everybody. And it should have applied to the Briscoes.
The Briscoes thing's one of the biggest fucking travesties in fucking wrestling history.
And they can't ever undo that.
No,
as well.
I know.
So people that are bitter for that, I get it 100%.
Yeah, like they're one of the top 5 tag teams of all time for me. And most people will never know that because they didn't get the kind of national exposure that they should have. I don't know. If WBD were saying that, we don't know if WBD are okay with this. I mean, that people are saying that, but that was a pay-per-view, so it's got fuck all really to do with WB TV. So maybe WBD are like, no, we don't want to.
Yeah,
like there's no.
They did tell them to get shot of Trey Miguel, didn't they?
Yeah, so like I mean, like people are jumping to conclusions here. Maybe WBD would still be like, no, we don't want to do.
No, I think they'll make exceptions because she's a big name. I think it's hypocrisy from them.
They'll probably make exceptions because they're going to be.
I completely agree with. I completely agree with you. I think. Look, I want to be consistent because I'm very critical of WWE for all the morally bankrupt things they do. Like she just comes across like a massive melt. Like she's an idiot. She said egregiously stupid things, like things that are just beyond. And again, there's not been a proper apology there, which again is a key thing. If people apologize and it seems sincere, then I'm always happy to give people second chances. People make mistakes, people learn from them. Everyone's made a fucking million mistakes in their life. She seems like just a bit of a dick. Don't really want her in AEW. I hope we don't have a match with her. I don't want to see her in AEW. It's a misstep to have her on there. Like, I get business is business, fine. I'm not a billionaire who's there to make money. As a viewer, I don't want to see her on TV. She can get fucked.
Yeah, they don't need her either.
No, I
think she will. They'll do 1 or 2 matches with her, all right? Even if it's just a squash. And I get it, all business, but
they won't do anything until after this Netflix thing, and that's a couple of months away anyway, isn't it? So fuck her, I don't care. At the end of the day, she's not a very good wrestler. So
no.
Like she's not.
You know what? I'll put my stamp on it right now. You ain't gonna see no all elite graphic for Ronda Rousey. You won't.
You won't see no elite, but she will have a match. She'll have a pay-per-view match against. They need to do something with Toni before they put the title back on her. This is what they will do. Like, I wouldn't surprise me. I know she's got the other match. It still would not surprise me if she has a match at Dynasty. If not, they hold out till Double or Nothing. I think she will have a fight with Toni Storm, and I don't really want to see it.
Well, it has to happen.
It might be a tag though. If Toni gets Lena in.
Might be a tag. Actually,
Well, like I said, it would have to be after May 15th, 16th, I think, is when their fight is. It would have to be, like I said, it's 2 months down the line.
A week or so after that.
Yeah, but she could have, I mean, like, she's not good, but at the end of the day, because her opponent's not very good either, but like, she could actually have the shit beaten out of her and be unable to compete, so you can't really plan
exactly,
like that. But she isn't going to, because it's going to be one way, so, and they're both fucking old now, so.
Yeah. All right, on to happier and fuzzier things. Mox and Takeshita for the Continental title. This was fucking amazing.
It's a fantastic match. Maybe like all the storyline issues aside, it was a great match. It was incredible. Like Mox doesn't seem to know what he's doing, whether he's being heel or face. He flips in the match because he's all over the shop to the point where Excalibur had to make a comment on it at the end.
I think post-match we got the clearest indication that he is very much, in my opinion, a heel.
The post-match leads me to think that, but Excalibur said this, but post-match leads me to believe that it's just been a holding pattern this for Ospreay, which is even more fucking stupid, really. So because it feels like I think they're done with the Callis family now. A lot of people seem to think so. Like it was literally just you go there, you play there with the other fucking heels. You guys just play in your little fucking vortex until Will Ospreay's back when we can carry on the story. So I'm guessing Will Ospreay's going to go through everyone. which won't be bad, to be honest. It's just a shame we've had a couple of months of nonsensical heel versus heel Phantom Zone
I don't think
shit.
they are done with the Callis family, because who does Ospreay hate just as much as Jon Moxley? Don Callis.
But why would they be feuding the Death Riders and Callis family? It makes no sense.
We get Ospreay takes out Mox early on. I don't think he does go through all the Death Riders. I think he takes out Mox and then he turns his sights on Callis.
No, I think it's the 100%. You've got too much of a you can't knock back an idea of Ospreay Pac or Ospreay Claudio on a fucking on a pay-per-view leading up to him absolutely murdering him before he goes on that title run. Maybe Mox is in the fucking Owen, and that's when he finally takes him out.
I think that's the final. Ospreay final.
Speak that into existence, please. Speak a Mox, Will Ospreay, Owen final.
I literally thought that last night. As soon as it came out, I thought, well, there's your Owen final.
You can't
I like that.
You can't not do Pac Ospreay on the roots of this. It's like it's a no-brainer that you have to do that fucking match, and it will probably be 72 stars. So do it.
That'll be a Dynamite main event. They won't put that on pay-per-view, I don't think.
Don't give a fuck if it's a main event or not. I want more big main events, like the Swerve. Kenny.
But
I mean,
Andy,
give me more.
Andy, you don't want to pay $40 for a great main event match? Huh? How fucking dare you? Don't care about the money that goes in that billionaire's pockets, man.
I don't want 5.5 hours of content for me $50. No, give me 1 hour.
Play your pee breaks. Speaking of tournaments, have y'all seen that it looks like they might be scrapping the Continental Belt?
I don't think that's happening. I think people are jumping to conclusions there.
Trademark they're putting in.
Well, no, they trademarked the Continental Cup.
I think this is going to. I think this is. I love it them to scrap it because I think we've all agreed that like imagine fucking Argentina suddenly defending the World Cup against France next Wednesday. I know, it's just stupid. You don't defend things you win. But I'd love them to do that and to just make it a title shot like everyone else does. A title shot of your choosing, whatever. I mean, maybe that's a way of getting out of another stipulation. But like. Do that, but I've just got a bad feeling it's going to be something else. I think it's probably going to be a round robin tournament that's got just maybe the other half of the other side of the year or something. I don't know. Maybe it could be a fucking tag thing, or I don't know. I've not got much confidence.
Maybe the women's version.
Ooh, we're getting tracksuits. That'd be a good one.
We're getting tracksuits though.
Oh, I like that. There's a women's
tracksuits.
Oh yeah.
The Continental Cup. If that's a women's version, that'd be fucking great. Didn't even think about that.
Put some of it on Ring of Honor as well. They've got Red Velvet and Athena over there. They need to make it. I know we're trying to separate the brands, but just for the tournaments. But yeah, tracksuits.
Wouldn't disagree with that.
I love a tracksuit, me. Blue and gold.
Right. Do you know who else loved that announcement? The fucking blacksmith owner, because it's clearly going to be a fucking blacksmith tracksuit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
That dude's
but can we just talk about like
together now?
Can we just talk about like Ospreay's return like after the match? Like I would love to think that Toni and Will had a conversation. Okay, like you come back tonight, just take it nice and easy, nice and slow. You're gonna get the crowd up in their feet. You just do a couple moves and take home. And I'm sure Will looked at him with the straightest face, like sure thing, no problem, bro. And then he hit 20,000 hidden blades, and then that fucking sky twister moonsault. Like that in the back they must have been holding their fucking breath. Like God damn, dude. Like, it's anyone out there who said,
man. I thought he decapitated Mox, and then he did an even worse one on Garcia. Then he took his head clean off.
Crazy thing is, he's been cleared since back in February. Apparently, less than 6 months. It took him to get back from that. He's not human. Absolutely not fucking human.
He's Weapon X. I love the vignette. They do with him. Like some people say Weapon X. I think like Goku in the healing chamber and all that stuff. But when he came out, like you said, that one that he hit on fucking Garcia, holy shit! Like put him in concussion protocol. That's how bad it was. But I mean,
the Mox one though, like as he went straight, he kind of almost dived through the ropes with the hidden blade in one fucking move. Fuck, it was class, man. I can't fucking wait for Ospreay Mox eventually. But like I say, Ospreay Pac, yeah, Ospreay Claudio, yeah. Let him go through the other two first. The weaker members of the group. He'll just easier matches and then build them up slowly to the eventual Mox match. Yeah, fucking do that. In fact, you could even throw Pac or Claudio in the Owen as an early round.
Yeah.
In fact, make the Owen just Ospreay's fucking Odyssey. But anyway, before we skip past the match, it was a great match. The issues aside that I've got with the storylines, like Mox is so fucking, he's such a good fucking wrestler, and like Takeshita, like potentially if they actually pull the fucking trigger on this that they've teased for fucking the last year, he's got so much potential as a fucking top babyface. I'm so gutted they didn't do much when he was the IWGP champ, because like it felt like they just didn't acknowledge it at all, which is a bit shit. But like, yeah, it was so fucking good. Some of the near falls in that match, you couldn't tell which way it was going. It was great.
That was the one I was most unsure about going in. I would not have bet a penny on that match. I had no idea who was winning it.
I was only sure about it once I've seen the CMLL poster, because the Death Riders
No, but I just love the pacing of the match. It's like if you're ever driving like a manual car, like you're starting in first and then 5 minutes or so, then they go into second, then they go into third. Like it wasn't a straight on sprint that we see in like other matches. Like no, they took their time, they built it up, and like the last 5 minutes, those fucking kickouts, like I mean, from the Death Rider, from the burning hammer, the knee, and all that stuff. And my favorite part, listen, yeah, we saw a lot of blood like in the first few matches, but mind you, Takeshita, he bled from his black eye. He bled from the black. I don't know. Like, we got to look back. Like, have we ever seen somebody like bleed out from their black eye, like the bubble just bursting right there? Like, that was a fucking sick shot right there. And I love how the match ended with Takeshita just giving him the middle finger and then just going to sleep right there. And I love the whole delayed handshake. Like, he's not going to shake it, but he goes in the back. And I'm like, do you immediately plant the seed right there for whenever him and Callis meet up, like, you know, or just fucking Okada be like, you know, shaking hands with the enemy and all this right there. They're gonna give him some dirty side looks going forward, but yeah, I would presume sooner rather than later that they're gonna excommunicate Takeshita from the Don Callis family. Yeah. I just hope you do it in the right way, where Fletcher is involved, where it looks like he's standing by his man's side, like, no, you're not gonna kick him out. And then he sneaks behind him, and then just the special move a la Richard Holiday right there, and just
they've got to do
do you reckon they can pull that? They can hold that one out for Fletcher v Takeshita All In?
It's too fucking long, man. It's been going on for so long now that
you underestimate Tony Khan's ability to draw things out longer than he needs to.
They're always after the quick finish, these boys. I'm sorry, they don't understand that patience. Letting it.
Our logic. The Mox thing now, like it's like I say,
first, you don't just go right for it.
I'm convinced that it has just been a holding pattern for Ospreay now with this. So
yeah,
like hopefully it'll start to actually fucking make a bit more fucking sense now. At least Excalibur did comment on it as well at the end. He said, look, Mox might be waving the crowd, but he's done some fucking heinous shit, and he's gonna have to fucking pay for all this. Yeah, because he's been a fucking heel trying to murder people for 12 months. You don't just move on and go, oh, do you know what? It's all good. I'm happy. Can we just ignore that I tried to fucking drown someone 3 months ago?
Moxley is wrestling's version of the Punisher, in a sense that when you think about, like, yeah, he's the good guy, but he's killed so many people along the way. But yeah, he's a good guy though.
No, he didn't kill fucking Bryan Danielson for the fucking good of the fucking world, you know. Bryan Danielson was just happily, you know, wrestling.
He just got a bit too silly. He's fine.
The
little scamp.
With the Death Riders going forward, though, I would like to see what they should have done, in my opinion, at the end of the Continental Classic, a full turn on Mox whenever Will destroys him, because I feel like it won't have the impact it would have had, but it will still elevate everyone. If they all beat the shit out of him, everyone in that group will be elevated. It will, like, and is
it going to happen at the Owen? Is that when Ospreay gets Mox?
I think it makes a lot of sense, and I just think back to something even bigger than the Mariah May turn, because you know, Ospreay beats him. You know, the Death Riders maybe console him, and then they beat the living shit out of him and leave him for.
I want them to beat the shit out of Mox, but I want Marina to be on the outside. I want her to be the last one to join in, where she's hesitant. She doesn't want to look. She doesn't want to acknowledge, because you got to remember, Mox has been, like, you know, aiding her along the past few years. I mean, he's helped build her up. So I think the relationship that they built
of it for me.
No. I think she should be the one to do it. She's
the one to initiate it.
I think she sees it as putting him out of his misery. He can't go anymore. The kindest thing is to end it fast.
You made me this. You've molded me into this.
And I don't need to anymore.
I'm only doing what you fucking taught me to do.
It's like a Sith. Lord, you can't, eventually you can't have just unlimited numbers. One is, what's it called, Highlander? There can only be one.
And as long as at the end of all this, Pac is freed from the Death Riders to actually have a lot more matches, because I don't like that Pac doesn't have enough matches for me. I miss watching Pac. He's not getting any younger.
Yeah, well,
I want to see more Pac matches. He's fucking unreal. He's one of the best in the world.
I'll have a bit more Pac. Yeah.
But
even among the AEW roster, he still stands out. Yeah, it
was great. It was an incredible match. It was. Well, depending on what time of the day you ask me, it's my favourite match of the night. But I don't know, maybe some others beat it. But whatever, it was incredible. Issues aside, with what's going on with the story, that match was incredible. Jon Moxley is he's a fucking absolute legend.
Form of his career by a mile since probably Double or Nothing last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Ospreay return. Fuck yes, let's go. Full steam ahead on this.
Oof, man. Right. Next match, we had a women's tag team match. Dominion. Oh my God, what was it? Divine Dominion.
Divine Dominion. Yes.
Divine Dominion.
At least it's a name.
What do we think of the name?
That's a decentish name. Better than the Brawling Birds,
Yeah, and it's not their names smashed together. Which I don't mind when it makes a word like Jet Speed or something, but when it's just their names put together, no. I prefer something like the Dominion, or it's a proper word. Back when tag teams used to have proper names, like in the 90s, if they don't start with the, then they're not a proper tag team.
I don't know. It's like I find that some names together sound all right. Like some names together sound good, like Hater and Windsor. That sounds really good. A lot better than Brawling Birds.
Winter.
Windsor. You need to put them both together.
Winter.
Oh,
there you go. Hey, there you go. They cold as ice. Winter. Yeah. But all right, on to the tag match. So we saw in the pre-show that the double team on Willow. So she was coming in, working her on her left shoulder. You see the kinesio tape wrapped up and everything. So it was an easy target for Megan and for Lena Cross. And they isolated Willow. And they pick up the victory. They're your new women's tag team champions. Like I said, once they paired Lena and Megan together, it was easy, no-brainer. And, I know we see like a couple matches line up for All In. I think, in my opinion, this is another obvious match for All In. Divine Dominion versus the Brawling Birds has to happen, I think, at All In. It's just a question of how you get Divine Dominion for 4 or 5 months all the way till the event, like how you keep them hot, how do you keep them interested in
the title, you have them drop it to somebody and then the other two win it back.
I'm sorry, they're their stature, they can't lose, they cannot lose to any.
I think you could do a dodgy finish to them lose and then them take it back the next week, but with the other
Ford. Two, with Lena and Ford,
and
they're the ones we get against.
Like, it'll be some combination of that anyway, I think, going into Wembley. And, like, how are you going to do it? I don't know. You're going to have to really dig deep in this huge roster of women that never get any TV time. I'm sure you can put a few tag teams together. Do a blind tag tournament or something. Whatever, yeah.
Oh, I like that. Just go backstage and throw a brick. You'll hit a fucking brilliant wrestler.
Well, you've got, like...
Athena. It's time for Athena. It just is.
You've got Athena and Starks. You've got fucking, The Honor and Tyre were talking about it on the internet there. Like, you've got who else have you got? You've got TJ you could use for a squash match or two.
Sisters of Sin could take a quick
Sisters of Sin, yeah.
It wouldn't hurt Tekla.
It's the heel thing. I'm not sure how they do it.
You could get a good match out of them.
High in my world. So we could put a lot of tags together that would work just to keep them going and keep them on TV, like smashing people. Whether you can do that all the way till fucking August is a fucking tough ask. Like,
we shall see. But like I said,
I just don't want to see it get forgotten about and just kind of, the women's tags will be defending again next month. It needs to be a regular thing. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, because it's felt cursed twice now. I've been sure they were switching them over, and so just
a series of unfortunate events.
Yes, but we have covered a lot of it already when we were talking about the pre-show.
So. Yeah, right. Next match. This was fucking brutal. This was a slugfest right here. Swerve and Brody. Right.
Loved it. I love this match. I've said before, I kind of wanted this to be a squash. This was perfect. It didn't go too long. It just felt rapid. It felt like the pace of it was so good from the off. Right winner for me. Some people didn't seem to think so. It felt like a no-brainer because Swerve's now one of your main 3 or 4 guys again after a year in the wilderness. I loved it. I thought it was a great match. Very hard hitting. Brody doesn't look any worse off for a defeat. This is one of my probably my 4th favorite match of the night, and that's saying something because it was a great show. But yeah, it did what it needed to, I suppose. Swerve is going to be right back up there now, and they're going to get him back in with Hangman sooner rather than later, I'm sure. But this did everything that I wanted it to do, and it was just a lot of fun.
What he said, it was exactly what it needed to be. It served every purpose it needed to. One thing I did love was that Nana is really leaning into the heel stuff. I love that. I love that. Like he was fucking chatting shit to Brody all the time when he was down. You know, you think you're a big man, you think you're dangerous, so like, it's fucking great. And when he went and got the brick at the end, the breeze block. It's like, fucking that. We need Nana to be doing that because there's no fucking. Actually, the commentators made the point of that, didn't they? I can't remember if it's Tony Schiavone who said, but someone said, like, Nana's not doing his dancing that he used to do. He seems a lot more serious. He's like, good, fucking stay like that. Don't fucking dance ever. And then it's like, so that cements Swerve for me as your second, as the second top heel in the company now, in that main event scene behind MJF. How you work around them. I guess it's going to be Kenny Omega Swerve for a while, isn't it? And see what comes out of that.
Well, before we go further, like the one spot I want to talk about, that nasty vertebreaker on the outside that Swerve hit on Brody. Oh, like, I mean, shit, that just shows you like him putting on that muscle, like for those months when he was out, like picked him up, flat back bump on the concrete, and then what was it? It was 3-4 house call kicks that Swerve hit on Brody, and that's what I love. I love about the finish. It still keeps Brody strong, looking like a monster. Like it wasn't any fluke victory. It didn't hit him with one finisher. It was done, like I said, you had to hit him with the vertebreaker on the outside, 3-4 house call kicks where he's still standing up, and then the final one was just too much. So you keep him strong. I think he still has good momentum going forward. But God, like I said, they bring out the center block. We think we're gonna get the Swerve stomp through that, and then I don't give a fuck, man. Like fucking Omega coming back, like the crowd just unhinged. He said, "Fuck those video games in Japan." He said, "I gotta come out here save the day," and I think that's the next match you do for possibly Dynasty. Is Dynasty too soon for them to run?
No, I think that's got to be the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They don't have to finish it there. They can have it be a little bit screwy or whatever, and then throw a stipulation in next time. Kenny comes back with backup.
I'd like this to go long, but for like the feud to be long, but just for other reasons. But like, I think it's got potential to have a lot of different offshoot stories from it. I think it's great.
You can't rush Swerve back to Hangman because that's the thing that's going to get Hangman to break his promise.
Not even for that. Well, I don't think it would, because unless he's the champion, he's not breaking any promise. You could set up Swerve and Hangman having issues, but like there's no title involved because MJF ain't. I don't think MJF's dropping that title to Ospreay. I really
he's definitely
don't.
not. Clearly, he's not going to,
and I don't think he should either. To be honest, I don't think he should.
I know we've argued about this, but my dream is Kenny Ospreay at Wembley. I know we're probably not getting it. That's okay. But
I wanted that.
Want it.
I said that like 12 months ago, but like I'm happy with how it's turned out enough. I think MJF Will Ospreay will be fucking incredible. The last 2 matches they had were fucking insane. So
that one at Wembley was brilliant.
The Dynamite one,
when we had the fireworks after, and
the Dynamite going like almost an hour.
Yeah, the Dynamite one was one of the best matches I've ever seen. I couldn't believe people complaining about it the next day.
It was literally a tick under 1 hour because I think it was a 1 hour time limit, and MJF
2 seconds or something.
Like 2 seconds. And I love I love the bit where he pulled out the oxygen mask. Yeah, I mean, well, I think that's fucking real. Like you wrestle for a fucking hour straight. I would need a damn.
Wait,
I mean, shit. It's like
was that not Bryan Danielson?
No, it was MJF channeling his inner Dennis Hopper. Yeah.
No, I mean, was that not Bryan and MJF? Was that not the Iron Man?
No,
maybe he did it there.
He might have done it then as well, but he definitely.
I need to go back and watch that.
He definitely did it on Dynamite, yeah. Because then he was like kind of the breathing mask and all that, and he's like, it was easy. He's like, as he's fucking breathing through his ass.
That's it at the end. You're right. Yes, you are right. Well, we'll get on to MJF callback spots when we get to the main event because there was an incredible one in that I want to talk about.
Yeah, we still got a few more to go.
But this one, all I want to say is I was furious at the ending in a effective way. I was so rooting for Brody and against Swerve. So it was the right decision, but I was so bloody mad about it, which just shows how good Brody is and how good Swerve is at what they do.
Yeah.
They've done really well building Brody up. I think for me, Brody's next direction has to be the return of Buddy Matthews and a few between the two. See what happens there.
Yeah.
And like you could
I'll
even
never bloody believe.
if Buddy does come back as a bad guy, which I would like him to, you could even throw a couple of Buddy and Kenny Omega matches in there, which you just fucking.
Well, we talked about this before, like with Buddy coming back as a bad guy. There's a easy way to get like before him and Brody. Like remember it's Brody and Bandido for like almost a year now. You bring Buddy back, like I say after a Brody King match, he goes to the back. Bandido's laid out. He's taken out. Who the fuck took out Bandido?
Yeah.
Who took out?
You could like
CCTV
if you
TV clips where we see like who attacked in the back, like, and we find out it was fucking Buddy. I mean, right fucking there. I mean,
if you want to go like,
who shot Mr. Burns?
If you want to go like old school fancy booking, like who shot Tate Mayfair stuff, you could literally just have like the setup for a tag match. And Bandido can't make it, and Buddy's like, "Let's go. Let's fucking get the band back together." And then Buddy just fucking lays him out in the tag match or whatever. You could do any of that shit, and it would work because it's the old stuff that always works. There, and like Buddy can go, and I think he's hugely underrated. So like, if they actually give him the push now, when he comes back, that the sky's the limit with that fella. Like he could go through them fucking divisions over the next couple of years and be a genuine main event guy because he's fucking got everything.
The trope is when one member of a tag team becomes successful, the other one Janetti's their way into obscurity, but it doesn't have to be that way. Look at Mark Davis. He's having a resurgence right now.
He's arguably the best. He's arguably the best on that team in the match. Mark Davis, it's insane.
He's excellent. He's excellent. And I didn't.
That's one of the rare tag teams that you can make an argument in history that there is no Jannetty between Kyle Fletcher. I understand Kyle Fletcher has like championship aspirations, but I'm saying for what Mark Davis has done since coming back from his previous
let's all be honest. Which of us did think Mark Davis was going to be a Jannetty? Because I did. I think we all, it's like we were all fucking well wrong, man.
Yeah,
he's fucking. He's come back.
I'm saying now, like you can't call it.
Not now.
Not now, but I'm saying at the beginning. Yeah,
I've gone to the point now where I'm like, I know Kyle Fletcher might have championship aspirations, but I would still love to see a fucking Aussie Open run with the two of them just demolishing anyone for 6 months. Like it wouldn't. I mean, Aussie Open the books, Aussie Open FTR. Fuck the matches you get with them two, and like, look, none of them are going to be winning. Like, well, Kyle Fletcher's not going to be winning the world title anytime soon. There's too many people in front of him at the moment. Why not have him fucking go on a fucking tear and tag run with Mark Davis again?
Surely he goes after Ospreay. Oh no, Swerve goes after Ospreay, doesn't he? Yeah, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, Swerve could be will definitely be one. I think when Ospreay wins, I think Swerve's going to be the one who wants the title then. Definitely.
Yeah. Agreed.
Easy direction. Right. Yeah. We have the women's tag team match 2 out of 3 falls. Thelka and Statlander right here. Thoughts on this one? I thought it was a solid match. I thought it was
really good.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good match.
Forgot it was 2 out of 3 falls. And I am such a fucking dumbass that I forgot twice. I thought Thelka had won.
Wow. And you don't even drink.
And I do not. Can you imagine if I fucking did? I would be dangerous. And I thought Thelka had won. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, no, it's 2 out of 3. And then it went out of my head again. Statlander got the fall. And I went, oh, she's got nothing. She's got the second ball.
Amazing.
Completely forgot. Yeah. How good does Statlander look in the dark? Like blue and grey, the slightly more evil alien? I'm quite into that. I don't know about the eye makeup. But
I want him to go, but to they can't stick back with Stokely, but I want him to go back to what they were doing with that way. Stick someone with her and go full on heel because she's so good at it, and it would help because like everything they've tried since hasn't really worked. It's not clicked, and as we all know, in ring she always delivers. It's like in ring. I don't think I've ever seen her have a bad match. So.
Well, we were trying to come up with someone on the last episode, Brett, who you could put Statlander with as a talker, and I've got it. Now they've lost the tag titles, Harley Cameron. Statlander and Harley Cameron, I promise it could work. I guarantee it would.
You know what? I wouldn't mind that because when I look at how Willow and Harley tag, like obviously Willow's the better worker and Harley works well off of her. I think it would be a similar dynamic with her and Statlander. And they've tagged before, they've had a little story, little interaction over the past year. And I don't know why, like as much as I love Harley as a face, as a comedic character, I think, you know what, give her a chance in that like heel lane, see what she does in there. Because I think as far as like, yeah, she's very funny. She has a lot of personality. She's, you know, she's very good in that angle. But I would like to see her maybe go down this lane and see what she could do in that lane as far as like as a heel counterpart to Statlander. I'd be very interested to see that because you know, like I said, you could say Willow took the pin, and I didn't take the pin. I was out of the match. Like, she could turn on Willow right there. That's a way to avenue go right there. I'd be interested in seeing what Harley can do in that avenue.
They need to do something, like because she's too good to just be left floundering like they have done with it. It was a good match, this though. It was wasn't Easy's best match. Like Thekla just fucking oozes fucking charisma and like presence to the point where it makes perfect sense having that title on her. She's the close thing to Toni's presence they've had since. So yeah, right results, good match. See what happens next. As long as neither of them are facing Ronda Rousey, I'll be happy.
Do you think like with Toni winning earlier, do you think that's the next like big match?
I said this last week, didn't I? I think that's what they're going to do, just because the women's division's like stuttered a little bit, but I really hope not, because I feel like feeding Toni to, because you can't take the title of Thekla yet. I think that's too soon. Feeding Toni to it, I don't think it makes any sense to me.
Last I heard on the interweb, a certain Queen might be on her way back very soon.
That would be a great feud. I mean, like sticking it straight into the world title feud, it is probably a bit too much. But the fact that they have history will probably make up for that.
So I was supposed to say like that. I understand, like normally, like in that situation, you wouldn't like someone going directly into the title feud, but to the title picture. But like I said, they have that history, they have that bad blood, and it's like when those two get in the ring, I don't know, like it's crazy. They just have that instant chemistry where you think like they want to knock each other the fuck out, and it's kind of rare that we've seen that like in women's feuds, like in either company. When you think about it, because it just seems like Almanach's trying to take Tekla's head clean off her fucking shoulders all the time when they're in the match, and Thekla gives it right back. So I think like it would be, a good little 2-3 match feud, just to get them by to the next pay-per-view, I think would be fine. And it's a good introduction for Queen, a good showcase for her, show her capabilities going forward. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Thekla and Aminata go at it one more time.
I think one thing is when they had their mini feud, because it was so hard hitting. Look, we know that American crowds, especially, a lot of the time they go very quiet during the women's matches. They were getting those girls when they were against her, they got the crowds up. Like Aminata and Thekla had the crowds being vocal. Like Aminata coming into that as the face, as the underdog. We kind of know she's not going to win, but if you play it right, you can genuinely have like some. Again, it's the perfect placeholder before the Toni feud for me. And again, it could be the making for Aminata, because the injury really was just the wrong time, because she was really finally finding her feet, getting herself in a position that you want to see her on TV every week. So for me, I think it's the perfect. If she's ready to come back now, I'd throw her straight in there immediately. I'd have Thekla have a promo this week. I'd have Aminata interrupt her. I'd have that be the dynasty match, because I'd reckon that Toni Storm's probably going to beat Thekla for the world title at Double or Nothing now. I don't want her to, but I think that's what's going to happen.
Is that what? Because I mean, I don't want that to happen, but it does make sense if you're going to go Toni, and then Mercedes comes back and beats Toni at Wembley, if that's what they're going to go for.
I think that it could be a risk with Toni, because she's done so well to stay over through this entire this was it was all out 2020, all in 2023 really, when this character started developing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So she's kept this character going, and again to keep yourself popular, to keep yourself over without the title is a challenging thing. But then when you revert back to being a champion all the time, it does push the audience a bit. Again, she lost the title in September. Does she need it again? No, I don't think so. I would rather see them go another direction, and rather see them somehow get to Willow Mercedes for the world title at All In. But I don't feel there's enough time to really get that in place without it being rushed. Therefore, the next best option realistically at the moment, if you're looking at Brawling Birds are going to fight Bane and Lena Cross, probably. I think it's not my preferred option, but I think it's probably the logical option for the safe big blockbuster match for All In.
It probably is, and then you maybe do Willow taking the title off Mercedes afterwards, which another maybe Revolution or something would make sense. But like It's just another issue like caused by the lack of screen time a lot of the women get. You need more development, so we have natural challenges and ready to step up into these next feuds, because there's so many in the men's and in the women's. We're struggling to think of who's going to be next, but there's so many on that roster who are incredible. So just give them more time and build to it. But yeah,
I know we say it all the time, but God, I fucking miss Dark. It would have been perfect.
It does.
No.
Just for reps and that, people like Julia Hart, for God's sake, like Dark, it would have been great for her because she'd have been getting more reps all the time. Now, like, she doesn't get that many matches to get to actually improve. Sky Blue, do you remember how quickly Sky Blue improved when she was on Dark every week?
Yeah.
Like, you could see the visible improvement week to week.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. What's next?
What else did we have?
Next match, if I remember correctly, we had the trios world titles match, Mystico Jet Speed versus Don Callis family, and
this was great,
I thought it was a cool little bit of business with Knight and Bailey coming out in the mask, the similar mask of Mystico. I think we were like 5 minutes in the match. I was like, are they gonna wrestle with the fucking mask on like this? Because even Excalibur said on commentary, like, it affects your vision, your breathing, and all this stuff. And so I'm sure they will relieve this up when the mask got ripped off by Fletcher. I thank fuck, man, I can actually wrestle now. But you talked to, I think Lucy, you mentioned earlier that Mox Takeshita was your most surprising of the night. No, this was my most surprising of the night.
That was the one I was unsure of. I thought it could go either way. This is the one I was sure of. Like, everybody was sure.
I didn't think they were flipping the titles this quickly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
whatever. It's good, man. Mystico deserves it, man. These
Well, we didn't know about Mystico. I think if we'd known that Mystico was getting a dual contract, we would have expected it more. But nobody had a clue.
I just love the fact that after so many years, Mystico, I think one of the commentators actually said he's the biggest Lucha star since El Santo, and finally, after all the years and work he's put in, he's finally got a gig at a top TV company. It's great.
Wrestler of the Year last year, selling out arenas. But isn't he still with CMLL as well? Is that the dual contract?
It's a dual contract. Yeah.
Okay.
That works. It works for everybody. That I think we'll see a hell of a lot more of these as well, because it just benefits everybody. Yeah, I thought this match was incredible. It was everyone had a showcase spot. Yeah, it was great, man. They're all so good. It's going to be so sad when Kevin Knight turns heel, but brilliant at the same time. That guy is phenomenal, man. Every time he does stuff, I'm like, he just reminds me of the Matrix. Because he seems to fly through.
His selling is incredible. Well, he's so good.
He flies through the air though, and seems to defy gravity. Like, I'm sure Michael Jordan was his dad or something, and like we just don't know about this, because the amount of fucking time he stays in the air is insane.
That spot where he did the twisting frog splash over at somebody else. What the hell?
You're watching it, and it's almost like you're like, am I watching this in slow motion, or is he literally? How is he staying in the air so long? Gravity doesn't work like that.
Absolutely incredible. The only other person that moves like him that I can think of is, who am I thinking of? A.R. Fox. He's got that. He was, fuck you physics vibe about him as well.
He was great in that Battle Royale.
He had a great cameo in the Battle Royale as well.
Yeah, he was great, man.
Yeah, he just came back from injury recently, so he's back in this meetings. Yeah. He's going back and forth between Ring of Honor and AEW. Yeah, actually, I saw his return back in for the Ring of Honor tape. He's like he looks great, so hopefully we see more of him. But yeah, like I said, this is the shocker of the night for me, like that UFO splash, like jumping over Okada and Bailey, like it was. And I love the fact that they always do now the overhead cam when he hits the UFO splash. Like I said, that's what makes it, I think, look in slow motion. Like he's literally just floating up there, and just the fucking control, he hits it perfect every time. Like it's insane. And I think this will be a fun run for them, because I think they're going to go back and forth between, Dynamite Collision and the CMLL shows on the weekend. So you'll get good mileage out of the trios match. I mean, the trios belts going forward. So it'll be a good showcase, at least for that.
It'll be great until Nana gets in Kevin Knight's ear and sways him over to the dark side. When Kevin Knight comes out with Nana, that's going to be so fucking good.
Darth Nana. We're not having Darth Nana. It's going to be so good. I refuse. Yeah, I know it's going to happen, but give us a little while first. Are they taking the trios titles to CMLL then? Is that the...
Absolutely, I think so.
I don't know, because Mystico's a trios champ, the CMLL trios champ as well, isn't he? So it's a strange one. He's like, he's just gonna be defending trios titles with 2 different teams.
You know what? Do a match where it's their team versus whatever team he is, and have him tag for both.
5
Oh my God.
5 on 5 for both trio titles.
Yes, have
How dare
him
you.
tag for both. Like just 5 minutes over here. All right, I'm gonna run over here and just tag. Like just he'll
He's
face.
guaranteed to lose one.
But he's guaranteed to win. He can't lose. He can't lose. He can't
win.
And
he has to lose one.
And on that match as well, by the way, like I as good as Mystico was, as good as Kevin Knight was, as good as Speedball was, and Fletcher and Okada, Mark Davis was the man of the match for me in that match. I thought he was fucking incredible. I did not. He's up there with the Andrade for me in that. Like I did not see this shit coming at all. It's great to be surprised at this.
No, I've been watching Aussie Open on and off for quite a long time. I've even watched them on the British Indies. That's how long I've known them, and I never saw this coming. I don't believe anyone who says that they did.
Nobody did.
I didn't see it coming with Kyle Fletcher either, mind. I didn't see him reaching the heights that he's at now.
Once he made that jump, though, nobody it's great for Mark Davis because he's proved everyone wrong. Nobody's seen this coming. I think we all said at the time we were a bit worried for what they were gonna, what was gonna happen with him. Were they gonna stick him in another tag, or was he gonna be demoted to Ring of Honor? The guy's a mainstay on Dynamite now. It's great.
Yeah, then when Jake Doyle got injured, I was like, oh God, they're going to just stick him on the back burner again. But no.
Give me Aussie Open. I don't care.
Absolutely.
Give me an Aussie Open tag run.
Yeah. Oh, no, I want Aussie Open and Ospreay just have a little trios run once before they all retire.
I think they.
Let's
I think
not
they
forget,
will eventually.
it really started for Ospreay when he shaved his head bald. You got to remember
Ospreay?
that. No, Fletcher. When it really started for Fletcher, he shaved his head bald.
I think that they will be back with Ospreay in probably around 20 months.
Yeah, let them have that elite run as a trio just once before.
I just mean on the same side. I think they'll be on the same side in about 20 months. That's my prediction.
Okay. So Ospreay takes out Mox and then he focuses on saving Kyle by beating the shit out of him.
Not quite, no. But I think 20 to 22 months. I think roughly 2 years from now. Maybe a bit less. I think that's when you get Ospreay and Aussie Open back in. You get the United Empire back for some. That's my prediction. It's a long prediction. It's a long. I can't find any odds on it yet, but it's a long bet.
Yeah, because in the meantime, I think Ospreay he has to worry about freaking Callum Newman over there in New Japan because they've been hinting at that. But not saying that's gonna happen anytime soon, but like to get the United Empire back, like they're gonna have to run into Newman over there in New Japan and like get that settled out over there because I think that's obvious like way down the road collision that's gonna happen within the group before they reunite.
It's possible Kyle Fletcher.
No, go on. Sorry.
Go on. So it's possible Kyle Fletcher's just lost his glasses and he thinks Don Callis is Gideon Grey. He maybe thinks he's still in United Empire. They all look alike.
I just think it'll be eventually we get the Will Ospreay heel run because he's so good as a heel that you can't fucking not have him as a heel. Once they face title win, a year as a face, and eventually the heel run, and it's going to be so good because that guy's so good as a heel. He's too good as a heel to not do it. Like
ruin it.
Nobody is though. Like he is, and then he is. He can be the best heel in the company when MJF turns face. It's like not like at the same time. Obviously, not one of them. You can see the exact moment when not one of them shits.
Like a hidden blade is going to come out of nowhere.
Crisscross. Yeah.
I think like he's too good to not do it. Like, but give us that face enjoyment first to celebrate the title win, and then maybe 10 months down the line, start doing some dastardly fucking horrible shit.
Imagine if we get to Wembley and Ospreay loses.
No fucking chance.
No
fucking chance. No chance. Not happening. Take any fucking bets on that.
We all have a little sing song. Sweet Caroline, and then we fuck off home.
Unless he does his neck again.
Right. So next is the match I was waiting for right here. I mean, Bandido and Andrade. Like, I think they absolutely fucking delivered.
It was probably the match of the night for me. This, it's so good, man. It's.
I mean, I said I did a quick preview of this match. Like, this gave me vibes of like Mysterio Guerrero, Halloween Havoc '97. It's just how fucking good these guys are. They're at the top of the game, and Andy, you've mentioned it multiple times during the episode. Like when Andrade came back, I'm sure the majority consensus is like, Like, it's kind of shit. He's coming back. Like, why do we have him here? And now it's like, what, 6-7 months later? It's like, you need this guy on your television like every fucking night, whether it's Dynamite, Collision, pay-per-view. I mean, it's crazy. Like, fuck,
It's
how
crazy.
many two women he took getting phone numbers and selfies during the match. And then my favorite bit of the match, I think, was Bandido tried to take off his pants. They got stuck. And rather than Andrade be the idiot, just waiting for him to take his pants off, he said, fuck that, I'm gonna kick you in your face, like trying to steal my gimmick.
We've all been there. The fella in front of you is taking too long to take his pants off. We lose patience and just give him a slap. Honestly, Andrade, we get you. We do. But I will not be gaslighted into thinking this is the same Andrade. No, don't believe it. Like, didn't we decide last week this is a face-off situation? Different fella.
Yes, he's Nicolas Cage.
Nobody in their right mind would have said that the best pay-per-view of the year, Andrade would have the best match on it. Nobody. Absolutely no fucker. And if you say you would, you're a liar. Yeah.
He's. I think we actually spoke when he was rumored to be released at the time, and none of us were asked about him. We were like, oh, whatever. Fuck him.
I didn't want him.
Yeah, I same. I didn't want him wasting.
Someone said no.
Screen time.
I think he's a worse version of Roosh.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I know about anything?
And like, even when he returned and feuded, and it was the whole Kenny thing for like one episode, it was like waste of time. I'd rather see someone else against Kenny Omega. But now, if you want to give me a long feud with Kenny Omega and Andrade, I'll fucking take it.
Oh God, yeah.
He's so fucking good. Like I just, what was he doing for like the last couple of years? I love when his explanation as well, that like he apparently went to Tony and was like, look, no fucking gimmicks. I'm a hot Latino man. Let me just fucking do that. And Tony's there. All right, go on then.
Go on.
I'm gonna take my pants off every match. I'm taking my pants off every match, and it'll be the most talked about thing on the show. And fucking hell,
got to give the people what they want. But didn't he say that everybody is a great wrestler in AEW? It's you can't swing a cat without hitting a brilliant wrestler. He had to have something that made him different.
He obviously fucking didn't swing it in Hook's fucking dressing room, did he?
We nearly went an entire episode. Damn, Andy, you were doing so well. Never mind.
Hook wasn't.
Like
is Hook in your basement, Andy? You got to tell us if he is.
I fucking wouldn't have him anywhere near.
Is that why he wasn't in the Battle Royal?
No.
Are you building a patio?
I only have the best wrestlers
in your basement.
Can we just talk about the one spot where Andrade's laying down on the floor, like face down? Bandido hits the ropes, hits the 21 plex, while Andrade's laying flat on the fucking ground, like beast. Yes. Fucking.
Because I have complained about that move.
I
people
like
waiting to take it look stupid while they're waiting for it. But on the ground, I was like, this is incredible. Yes, this is amazing.
He said, what? You laying on the ground? No, you're not sick. Get the fuck over here. And bam. Loved it. I mean, it was great. The last 5 minutes of that match, I mean, you had that. Have you ever seen anyone throw a spinning back elbow like Andrade does? Like just speed, the impact, and just like, and the fact that is, to my knowledge, no one has ever been hurt. Funny, he hits it perfectly, and like it looks like the most devastating move in all wrestling. But fuck, man, like it just turned Bandido inside out, hitting the DM off the top rope, like clean victory 1, 2, 3. And like I said, it was the match of the night in my opinion. And like I said, he's on fire right now. And quick question before we move on to the next match: where does he go next? Like, do you do him?
Well,
for the
I have a minor complaint with this. If he doesn't get a Ring of Honor World title shot out of beating the champion, that makes the Ring of Honor title feel a bit pointless. That's what they should do next. Give him a Ring of Honor title shot. Otherwise, the Ring of Honor title feels like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
He's just beating the champion.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
that's why.
It doesn't. That's my only complaint. Not about Andrade, not about Bandido. It's just about that one thing about it being the champion. There you go. I'll be good. I'm happy again now.
But no, it was fucking amazing shit out there. Great, I think, match of the night, in my opinion. But next, I'll be honest. Next match, the Tornado Trios match, Dogs versus Darby, Cassidy, and Roddy. I gotta be honest. I don't like the booking decision here. I do
No,
not
it's
like the
terrible.
dog. I don't like the dogs taking the defeat right here because, like I said, you just debuted David Finlay a couple weeks ago, and they've been a trio a couple weeks now, and I don't like the fact that their first pay-per-view together, you give them a loss because I'm sorry, at this point of their careers, especially like Cassidy and Roddy, they can easily take the pin. They can easily take the loss in this instance. And even Darby to a point. Like Darby is at a point in AEW where he takes a loss, like he loses absolutely nothing, in my opinion. No, all three of those guys could have taken a pinfall loss, and the dogs should have won that match. They would all be just fine. Because look at how the match went. Fucking Clark Connors hitting that spear on Darby through the ropes was fucking vicious right there. I mean, Clark might have like one of the best spears in the game right now, and I'll leave it at that. And then Finlay looks like just a fucking beast who was just tearing up shop like towards the end. And yeah, like I said, I hate the fucking decision. I hate the fact that they fucking
disagree
lost.
that any of the three could have taken the pin. I would say Darby and Orange, yeah, that's who should have done it, but not Roddy, not when he has just started to conglomerate. If you'd had him take the pin, I think that would have been the wrong decision. But Darby, yeah, you could have had Darby do it. Although, isn't there another match or something? Sorry, go on, Andy.
No, I was going to say, like, Darby, like, whatever Darby does doesn't matter anyway. Like, I mean, he just kind of goes through AEW doing his own thing. It doesn't really affect anything. As much as people were clamoring him to be the main part of the Death Rider story last year, he doesn't affect anything. I mean, like, we had this whole thing where, Darby's going to finish the Death Riders off. What happened? He had a few matches with them and then just moved on to something else. So Darby just seems to be on his own path doing whatever the fuck he wants. Because, I mean, there was video of him fucking jumping off a cliff, wasn't there, somewhere? So, like, they can't really like bank on him being involved in the story, so he might kill himself. Yeah. So, like, I think with Darby can take the pin, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Like, it doesn't matter. He'll just return the next day, fucking resurrected in another fucking random feud, because it doesn't matter with Darby. Like, it genuinely doesn't. He should have took the pin. I think this is a shocking booking decision, to be honest, to bring the team together.
What is the logic behind it? Like, I can't get to it. I don't understand what it is. Why?
The coffin match, I think, is their idea. Is that Gabe Kidd is now demanding a coffin match, and Roddy, that's the Darby bit, and then you've got the story of whatever's going to happen with Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy.
I still don't think it makes any sense.
I think that's the logic. I wouldn't have picked it, but I think that's the idea.
I think it's like, I mean, because it doesn't benefit any of the three guys to win. Like Orange Cassidy, it doesn't benefit him winning. It doesn't even benefit Roddy. Like, it would have added more intrigue to the story if they'd actually lost to me and Roddy's come back and been, the star of the team. Like the dogs really, you're bringing them over. You're making a big deal about them. You got the cool fucking little fucking video package you've got. Like, just. Yeah, you want to give them a good start, and like losing on your first pay-per-view match a week after your debut is just a strange one. I don't get it.
Mate, beyond baffling.
Yeah, no,
illogical.
You could have still gotten to the Darby and Gabe Kidd coffin match on Wednesday. Like, you could have had them like, fuck off and fight off anywhere else, and they could have taken each other out. You could have gone to the coffin match that way. That doesn't have to play into the fact that the dogs should have won. You could have had Finlay or Connors pick up the pinfall victory over Cassidy, and then you could have still had like in the back like Darby and Gabe Kidd still brawling, still fighting regardless of the outcome. You still could have gone the coffin match route that way, but no,
had security pull them apart so they never got that finish between them and done the coffin that way.
Yeah, like I said, like Mark said, baffling finish. Like, it made absolutely no sense, and it should have been the total opposite.
I mean, I'll see what they do, but I don't have much attachment to the dogs because I haven't,
Well, neither do I.
Neither do I, but it's like it's more so, like I said, you're putting all this focus on them. You're putting all this focus like with the vignettes, like with the
They win convincingly. They look brutal. They look like badass fuckers. That's what you do. That makes me care about them. That's how I've cared about Mark Davis, because he's got in the ring and he's beating the shit out of people and look like a baller. You have these three come in again, like coming from like strong positions on New Japan's cards, and then they've lost like that. They've lost. Like, it was a really it's just such an avoidable decision, because we've got the coffee match now. You know what? You should just have the coffee match on the fucking pay-per-view, man. Just like Gabe Kidd v Darby then, and then like visit trios matches down the line. Could have had the trios match during the midweek or something and built to it. It just was weird.
Even
it was just Just weird.
Even if Gabe Kidd wins the coffin match, though, that still doesn't change the fact that the Dogs have lost the first match on pay-per-view.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's a strange. I don't get it. It doesn't benefit anybody. Bad booking. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have some kind of plan to do something with them and bring them back up. But
yeah, I'm sure they've got a plan. But yeah,
right.
We'll see. We'll see.
They might be in the holding cell for Ospreay. Sorry, go on. Because Gabe Kidd was involved in the Ospreay thing, so maybe they're just going to swill around in that fucking holding pattern until Ospreay comes back and beats the shit out of him.
Right. Main event time. Texas Death, Hangman, MJF. I mean, this is when exactly I expected. I think right decision, right call. Can't take the bet off MJF right now. And the unfortunate reality is that Hangman can never challenge for the World Heavyweight title because he gave his word. He said words that he will never challenge. Words. He didn't put pen to paper. He didn't put pen to a legally binding contract.
Neither did Cody.
Well, Cody was a kitty cat crossing my screen right now. Okay. And I would think I am going to give the benefit of the doubt to the guys in charge that it's been 7 fucking years since that match and stipulation took place, that they would not make the same match and stipulation if they have a fucking plan in place to where Hangman is going to renege on his word, on his promise, because that's all the fuck it is. It is a word. He said words in a sentence on a microphone, not a legally binding contract, not something that MJF can pull out, have Mark Sterling, his lawyer, like, hey, you said, no, you can't, nothing. Yeah. Absolutely not. Now, I'm not saying do a lazy heel turn just in a month or two. No, let the shit breathe. It hasn't been 24 hours yet. Let's see what the fuck happens right now. Because guess what? I'm not that pressed about it for the reason that the main event scene right now is so fucking stacked right now that Hangman not in the world title picture for the immediate future is absolutely fine. There's enough talent. There's enough talent, enough bodies that we could take it through, in my opinion, the rest of the year going into next year. So you have plenty of time to make it make sense, to build it to where he does come back into the title picture. It makes sense, and it's been a laid out plan. But for everybody losing their absolute shit right now, like that fucking geek Bryan Alvarez right now, like, I mean, less said about him, the fucking better. Like, can we let shit breathe? Can we let shit happen right in front of our eyes? Because like I said, 7 fucking years Cody did that shit, and he did absolutely nothing to get out of it to make it make sense. Well, he's gone now, and Hangman's here, and I would hope that they learned their lesson in the past. I would hope they would not have done this stipulation if there was not a clear path to get Hangman back in the title picture. Does it need to happen by All In? No. Does it have to be by the end of the year? Maybe, but let's let the shit breathe, and let's see what happens in the next few weeks, that they give us some hints in where they're going. Patience is the word of the day, my friends.
Definitely not by the end of the year. Way longer than that.
Yeah, wait. I'm being how do you say conservative with the number. But yeah, like I said, with all the bodies on the main event scene that they got right now, and potentially adding in the future, you don't have to fucking rush him back. It's not necessary right now, because you got the right guy as champion in MJF. You have the right guy returning last night in Ospreay for Wembley and All In, and all the potential challenges for him down the line if he does win in Wembley. So yeah, there's no fucking rush. But like I said, let's let it breathe and see what they got planned in the future.
It's still a dog shit fucking stipulation. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And I hope they have a plan, but based on how they dealt with post All In, I'm not really overly confident they do have a plan. So many people going, oh, it'll be all right, he can turn heel. There is nothing in Hangman's entire fucking 6-7-year-old character arc that has ever suggested he would turn heel over winning a fucking challenge for a title. The only fucking heel stuff he did was all over his family. His whole character has been about like being this kind of, morally, upstanding guy. He's a good guy. Even the commentators all the way through were like, he's doing this fucking shit in this death match, but you can see he doesn't really want to. It's just on it. Like, so the idea of, oh, Hangman will just turn heel and say, I want the title, I'm just going to go for it anyway. That would not work. It would be fucking stupid. It would feel so fucking lazy. So I just hope they've got something that is a bit better than, oh, he's going to turn heel. Because it just, to me, that would just be, it's just fucking cheap.
It has to be the Swerve thing. It has to be.
It has to be. I did see a really good one actually from some guy suggesting that Ospreay wins, beats everybody, and then says, I haven't, the one man I haven't beat is Hangman. I want you to fucking challenge me. And Hangman says no. And that maybe leans into Ospreay starting to become a bit of a cunt again and absolutely terrorizing the elite until Hangman accepts the fucking challenge. That would fucking work.
No, that's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is clever. Whoever said that, well done.
Yeah, that would really work. And
because there's no reason the champion can't challenge Hangman.
Exactly. And that would be, if Ospreay's been through everybody.
Clever.
And he says, I want you to challenge me. And Hangman's like, no, I gave him a word. No. And he's like, okay. And he just destroys the Elite until Hangman eventually is like, all right, yeah, fucking let's go. That would work. That would actually be very fucking good. That would be up there with the idea of Swerve, like fucking Hangman and the Elite over, and then eventually Swerve gets the title and Hangman's like, well, fuck you, I'm fucking going after Swerve.
Yeah, because that's what I assumed would happen. That it's, my word's one thing, but fuck this guy more.
Yeah, you could even have MJF down the line be like, I know you gave me your word, but I don't fucking care. Because there's so much you could do with MJF. He's not as fucking black and white as his character suggests. So like, he could down the line be like, yeah, you gave me your word, I don't accept it. Do whatever you fucking want.
I want the Ospreay one. Now you've said it. That's
I know,
the one I want. Whatever they come up with, there'll probably be something we haven't even thought of.
I fucking hope so. I really hope so, because I say, to just say, oh, he'll turn heel. He'll just be about, nothing since day one of AEW has ever. He's the one guy that has not had any heelish tendencies at all. Everything heelish that he did do was all because of this thing with his family, and it was just anger. Like, he's never been like that over a title. It's about his family. Maybe if you brought his family into it again, you could do it, but you'd just be rehashing what you've done.
How was it? MJF didn't bring his family into it, and Hangman still put him on a collar and walked him like a dog.
That's a death match. He Texas death. You know what you get him when you go to Texas death.
That's true. He loves a cheeky little death match, doesn't he? Don't tell me he doesn't enjoy doing that. He lives for that.
The commentators actually played up on that, didn't they? They said, like, he's a good guy. He doesn't like doing this kind of stuff, but he knows that when you're in Texas death, this is what he's got to do.
This is his Mr. Hyde from Dr. Jekyll moment in Texas Death. That's when he lets loose.
And shout out to MJF with the fucking Terry Funk tribute. Fucking class, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. MJF as well, that moment when he realised he woke up and he was collared, and that, not again. And it's like when you try and put a collar on a reactive dog. They don't freeze. They fucking bite and go crazy and try and fight you. He flipped.
I think MJF, and this is probably going to be a hot take for a lot of people, because they'll go, well, everyone thinks he's good. I think he is possibly the most underrated wrestler, of that kind of, stature in any of the companies. Because, yeah, people give him credit, but like, I don't think people give him enough credit for actually how good he is. I mean, like,
at everything.
I don't think that was the best Texas Death I've seen. He'd be saying that. I don't think it was. But it's up there. But he has had the best dog collar match I've ever seen. He's had the best Iron Man match I've ever seen. Like, yeah. I don't think people give him enough credit at all in terms of his in-ring stuff, because he's so good at everything else. People just bypass that. But he's incredible. He's so fucking good.
I've seen him flip like a lucha. I've seen him do crazy, like, strong style stuff. I've seen him Texas Death. I've seen him go move for move with Bryan fucking Danielson. Yeah, He's 10 people in one body.
He could do whatever style you ask him to work. Like you say, he could go technical. He could be a brawler. And apparently from last night, he could be a deathmatch wrestler as well. Need be. I mean, he could do whatever you ask him. Like you said, maybe that's why he does get the credit that he deserves, because he does everything so great. Like, a lot of the greats, that people want to comment, like let's say Roman or CM Punk, like, they do one thing really fucking great. So that's why it gets magnified.
I thought you were talking about the greats then, and then you threw them two.
Well, from a lot of the fans, like I'm saying, like, they do that one thing
Piper
great.
Or someone.
I mean, God.
Piper.
Wow.
Yeah. No, obviously Piper.
Yeah, Bret Hart as the technician, that sort of thing. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me started. I could have gone on that for hours.
He's clearly taken everything from Piper and Flair, though, because there was one moment in that match that was classic Flair when because like, a lot of wrestlers don't scream like in pain as loud. Flair used to do it all the time. They all like so fucking loud, so the old crowd. And when he landed on that glass, and he was giving it the old fuck, and it was like that was fucking classic Flair. Like, it was so fucking good.
When he got the fucking broom outside to having a tidy halfway through, it was like, I'm not going on this fucking glass. And all he's done is give Hangman a jagged steak to stab him with. Fucking hell.
He's brilliant. There's so many
couldn't
moments in that match that you could go back to. It's like he's so.
What was the
fucking good.
hardest to watch for you? For me, it was the syringe. Even though I know logically taking a sterile syringe in the cheek is probably safer than just a bloody suplex, it still got me more than any other move.
It's the syringe for me, just because I have a phobia of needles. Like nothing else really bothers me at all. Like the light tube. Oh, by the way, guys, watch out! There's some electric equipment in the corner, so just don't go over there. But yeah, did you not get that? The commentators doing like constantly pointing out there's electrical equipment over there. They don't want to go near that. That could be dangerous.
That's very explosive.
As soon as they said that, you're like, okay, they're going to go through the fucking electrical tape.
Yeah.
And
got the light tube.
Real question before we go on: was it this match or another match where Shivani dropped an F-bomb on commentary? Did you guys catch that? I forgot.
Was it not Excalibur?
No. I don't know, but I'm going to go back and find it now.
I saw. I think I saw the clip on
creased.
X. I'll send it in the group chat. But yeah, I think Tony Schiavone dropped the F-bomb on commentary.
Was that Shivani or Excalibur? And the other two creased. They had to mute themselves because they started laughing.
I don't blame him. I mean, it's fucking Shivani.
Can we talk about that shot of the blood on the camera, though?
That was
Whether that was intentional or not.
I don't think
that's intentional. It's Hangman. It's intentional.
Oh, it was so
But the way
good,
I mean, come on, like the way he fell, hit the camera lens, and like.
Oh man,
I think that's accidental greatness right there.
How do you get it so perfect?
There's so much he does though that is intentional. That like
he's head by that camera on purpose, knowing it's going to leave blood on there. Whether you can never tell how it's going to come out. Is it going to look that beautiful? Is it going to be smack bang in the center and you're going to get all these incredible visuals? No, but he's definitely done that with the intention of bloodying up the camera there. I'm 100%.
And like even though
Hangman.
And even though because like it might sound stupid saying this, but because MJF has been a face in the past, and I do feel like his character always has hints of this in the background hidden away. When he went to go over to Hangman at the end, I thought, is he gonna fucking like, you know, shake his hand or whatever or pat him? And he just fucking climbs onto the fucking climbs onto the stretcher and fucking poses. It's like what?
Fucking
such
amazing.
I love as well, one of my favourite tropes in all of wrestling is when someone brings a weapon into a match and they're the one who gets hit with it. Like you set up the table, you're going through it. We saw it to a new degree with Hangman. He brought the chain in and he's the one that got hung with it. His own buckshot lariat fucked him up because all MJF had to do was go, off you go.
He was taking he was doing too much of the waving to the fans, wasn't he? Like obviously prepping for the move, but he's like, yeah, let's go, guys, let's go, and then fucking.
And it's the chain, the chain he brought into the match. If he hadn't done that, and that's when MJF he panicked, but then he locked in. He was like, no, not again, not again. Absolutely gorgeous. That chain needs to feature in every Hangman feud in some form.
It was class. I don't understand why people are complaining about it. You know, people like Bryan
Because
Alvarez.
people complain about everything.
Always.
Like this was a match for AEW fans. This was a match for the purists. The match for people that have loved MJF and Hangman stories from the very beginning. This was a match for people that have paid £50 for a pay-per-view. If you pay £50 for a pay-per-view and you moan about this match, what's the point? What are you doing? You knew what you were going to get. It was going to be this brutal, going to be this bloody, going to be this controversial, and it's why we love AEW, because it's not basic, predictable, boring shit in slow pace. Everything's frantic. Everything is just chaotic. There's always going to be controversy. If you're offended by that, you're a fucking snowflake. Just go watch golf.
Yes.
Go watch golf.
Absolutely.
Golf's boring. I don't know why I've gone for golf. No. Go watch golf or go watch. Yeah, but go become a badminton fan. Fuck off.
Simon Miller won't be happy there, will he? Simon Miller will be gutted. Wasn't the Repo Man a golf character in WCW at one point? I'm fucking sure he was. Yeah.
No, Curran White. I think when Chavo Guerrero played a white character.
If you get us heat with Simon Miller,
I am
I'll be
fucking sure the Repo Man played a golfer.
Go and look it up. Look it up. But yeah, if you're complaining about this, do you ever miserable bitches? Do you ever stop fucking whining?
Yeah, fucking tell him, Lucy.
No.
Honest. It's non-fucking stop about everything. And I used to care about so much stuff, and now even when it's something legitimate they're complaining about, I look at it and go,
shit, Lucy.
I don't care anymore. I just can't. There's only so much I can give a fuck about, and a needle through the cheek just is not there. It's not in the list.
The Repo Man was Mr. Hole-in-One, a villainous golf player.
Wow.
No. Yeah. Simon, we're sorry. He does not speak for us. I love golf. My mum plays golf. I like golf. But yeah.
It's sorry, this is great. I need to find a video of this. It'll be on the, what's his name, Tom Green shit. He often entered the ring in casual, wearing a flat cap as if ready to golf. And prior to his matches, would offer his opponents a victory if they could make a putt in the ring, only to sneak attack the opponent. This sounds amazing.
That's
bring him into AEW.
Yes.
Who
Give
needs a
QT
repackage?
Marshall the gimmick.
Yes, QT Marshall. Fuck the Doom stuff. It's over. Mr. Hole in One. Let's go.
Mr. Hole in One. Oh, there you go. That's it. That is perfect. And let Toni Storm be the first to have a go.
It was a fantastic pay-per-view. I would take a point off for no outrunners, to be honest. But
I'll take a point off for Ronda Rousey.
I'd take a point off for that as well, actually. Yes, that's 2 points off.
I was taking points off for everything.
But I would give
no
2
Brandon
points.
Cutler.
I would give 2 points for no hook, so that kind of evens it out. So it's roughly,
Oh yeah, the Brandon Cutler point they lost, they got back for the scapegoat. Oh.
We
and the fact that it upset so many dickheads, that gets an extra point for me. Honestly, lads, touch grass. Dye your pubes green and have a wank if you want. It counts. Just touch some fucking grass.
We're on about the golfer again.
Yeah, get him.
We
get a hole in one. We cheer you right up.
We do have a few questions. We'll crack on with these before we get to the end here. Dr. Mose says, is Jay White a dick tease? What were the show stealers? I think we've talked about what the show stealers. And yeah, he is, because Jay White made us all think he was going to turn up, didn't he?
Yeah.
You didn't make me think that. I didn't fall for it.
He says,
I did.
He says, is adding another MMA fighter really a good move? No, it's not. It's fucking stupid for me. I don't think so. I think Marina's. I don't think it'll. I don't think it will work long term. It's all right for the odd match, but I don't ever see it being in a kind of long title run because just because the MMA style doesn't fit for me. I don't know. Maybe other people are different.
No, it's no good. Not Jake Hager bad, but still.
Fucking hell, that's it. Well, maybe the other one might be Jake Hager.
Maybe we haven't had it yet. It could be.
He says he cares about Jay White. He wants him to put the dogs down. It's all right, mate. Tony Khan's already put the dogs down on the first go. And then Sam is back with the AEW match guide is back again, and he's got a few questions. He says AEW is a company that honours its stipulations. Under what circumstances would you be okay with them breaking Hangman's promise? I think we discussed that.
We just did that. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Maybe we should do these at the start.
Yeah. What was that the best of FTR versus the Young Bucks matches? Yes, it was. I think so.
Yeah. It was.
And he says, Ronda, what in the world did they do as a one-off appearance? We've already spoke about that. Yeah. Hopefully it's a one-off appearance.
We've done it all sorts.
What do we do? What did he do with the shooter? With the Mr. Villainous Golfer's fucking driver.
Bang, bang.
Hole in one.
Yeah. Hole in a fucking head. She's got one anyway, hasn't she? So.
We've all got several.
So it was good, and it was a good pay-per-view. Wednesday should be good. See what happens. Tony's promising a crazy Dynamite Wednesday, but he says that about every single fucking show. I've seen someone complain about that. Why does Tony always say this is the best one ever? Well, because he's a fucking promoter.
He's a promoter. What the fuck?
God forbid a promoter fucking promote. What's he meant to do?
Imagine he went...
What do you want him to do?
Imagine he tweets out though afterwards, yeah, I thought this was a good pay-per-view. It's probably the 17th best one we've done. What the fuck is he supposed to say?
He's trying to sell
It was all right, but,
trying to sell
I had a dodgy curry last night. I'm not feeling it, lads.
What the fuck? My God.
Nah, it was good. I'm excited for Wednesday, see what happens, and hopefully we start to get some traction on
Feels like
some of the
new,
things.
Yeah, some new stuff starting up. We're gonna send a rescue party for Hook.
No, we're not.
So Andy he's fucking stay awake.
He's staying with Jay Slater on fucking Tenerife somewhere, stuck to a cactus. That comes
rescue him.
Someone will probably do a GoFundMe for Hook now. Yeah, the British public.
Should we go watch Monday Night Raw?
No,
it's on.
It's fucking.
It's on right now.
There are fates worse than death.
We're recording it. It's on right now.
I will not be watching that shit. Yeah, did you want to talk about the OVW stuff, Brett, before we shoot off? Because that was quite fucking grim, wasn't it? Yeah.
It really was. So if you guys are not caught up, this past Thursday evening, OVW was doing a TV taping, and I think it was a multi-man match, and there was a point where one of the wrestlers went up to do a phenomenal forearm. It was a planned ref bump with involving referee Dallas Edwards. His name is, and I saw the video. I'm sure we all saw the video. I mean, he took a nasty head bump, and his head unfortunately hit the back of the canvas, and he was down for a good minute, and unfortunately, he started convulsing on the ground. Could have been an apparent seizure. I'm not 100% sure, but at least I'm glad to report that he's doing well. He's awake. He's active. He's responding, and that's good to hear. But just real fucking quick, I forget the names of all the wrestlers involved in the ring when this incident happened, especially the gentleman who decided to kick and roll over Mr. Edwards while he was on the ground unconscious. Whoever the fuck that guy is, he needs to not get booked ever again. And I don't want to hear about fucking training and safety measures and anything like that. How about common fucking sense that a man is laying on the ground, initially unconscious from a hard hit to the back of his head, and then starts convulsing in the middle of the fucking ring. I don't know how not one of the wrestlers in the ring, any of the fucking staff around the ring, anybody in the back watching sees that and like, yeah, can we stop our silly pretend fight and check that one of our employees is doing fine and needs immediate medical attention? So I understand, we want to have that conversation about changing health and safety protocols. That's fine. But how about some fucking human decency and some common fucking sense through one of your talents in the ring? Say, oh my God, he's laid out. Can we check to see if he's okay? And one more time before I move on, whoever that wrestler is who kicked him and rolled him out of the way and decided to get more of his shit in, I hope you don't get fucking booked for a long fucking time. Because not just wrestlers' number one job is to keep everyone's safe in that match, including the referees in that instance right there. He did not do his fucking job, not just a wrestler, but as a goddamn human being like that. Like I said, whoever the fuck is, fuck you. What the hell is wrong with you, man? It's a fucking scripted performance at the end of the day. Thank God, like I said, Mr. Edwards is doing fine. He's active. He's doing well. He's making a full recovery. But yeah, fuck OVW for like just everyone involved in that. Fuck Al Snow for his AI generated response. If you saw that,
shocking.
And one of my fellow content creators, Daedrin from City of Pro Wrestling, follow him on Twitter. He ran that apology through like 3 or 4 AI machines, and they all came back with heavy percentage of AI implications in his fucking response. So, and mind you, he didn't release that response till 2 days after the fucking fact, but he had time the day after to post a fucking Waffle House joke about fucking order. And that other fucking idiot, Jack Vaughn, who does those stupid videos right there, posted a video the morning afterwards and had to he only took it down because other fans were like, what the fuck are you doing? Less than 24 hours when a fellow employees was seriously hurt in the ring. Yeah, he apologized. You only took it down because they fucking got on your ass and rightfully told you off. So it's a failure on all fucking levels, from the talent in the ring, from management, from all fucking levels. Fuck OVW, fuck Al Snow, fuck the wrestlers in the ring, fuck Jack Vaughn. Fuck out of here.
I've seen Joey Janela's tweets after that as well, when he fucking ripped into that Jack Vaughn. He said all this going on, and don't worry, this fucking guy will be putting a video out telling you about how fucking wrestlers slap their thighs in a couple of days. It's ridiculous, man. The fucking priorities are all over the fucking show. And, if you remember rightly, Al Snow was the guy that came out and said someone is going to die in the AEW ring at some point. But a fucking hell of a lot fucking safer than that shit.
Yeah. They do a lot of stunts and things, but they have real stunt coordinators there working on them. They have medical staff there. They have paramedics at ringside waiting. There's a big difference. Yeah, the poor guy. I just hope he comes out of it okay. They said there was some brain injury, but he's up.
Yeah, a little bit of a hematoma, like blood on the brain. But I saw pictures of him in the hospital. He's awake. Looks like a full recovery. But like I said, it's a failure on all fucking levels and aspects, from OVW, from the wrestlers in the ring, from Al Snow. And like you said, what was it, a couple years ago we said about someone in AEW might die. He guarantees it. How about take care of your things in your own fucking shop before you start pointing the fingers at everyone else? Like, make sure you got your fucking ducks lined up in a row, that you have your fucking shop taken care of, that you have your standards to a high above level before you start throwing stones inside of a glass house right here. Like, I mean, because yeah, dude, like, just shut the fuck up, take care of your business going forward, and pray to God that this shit doesn't happen again. Good place to end, right? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Episode 86, Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our Revolution review. Follow us on Twitter, GW Podcast UK. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram as well. We will get back to uploading the clips from all the episodes going forward. And until next time, thank you for joining us once again. I am that bald bro. We have Lucy, Andy, Wrestling Mark. Goodbye. And good night. Bang.